Let's talk politics for a moment. What do you need to do to break out, to get into that top tier right now? Because all the polls suggesting you're not at the top tier right now.
About an hour or two with you, Wolf, ought to do it, I think. You know, the polling data doesn't mean an awful lot. Anyone you've talked to who's gone through these processes in the past will tell you that polling number in July and the summer mean almost nothing.
But it does translate into fundraising and to support
we're doing
staff.
Very well on that. We have great ground operations and people working hard for us in Iowa, New Hampshire, and Nevada, and South Carolina.
Why is you or Senator Biden, who've been in the Senate for decades, are well known on a lot of these issues, a wealth of experience, having trouble breaking through? But Senator Barack Obama, who's been in the Senate, for 3 years, all of a sudden he's raising tens of millions of dollars, and he's in the polls right at the top there.
Well, no, it's not at the top either. And of course, we're getting a lot of good coverage back in the states where this is being conducted. And I will tell you that people in New Hampshire and Iowa and South Carolina and Nevada are not going to choose the candidate based on how well known they are or how much money they have. Those problems, if you're interested in money and notoriety, can be resolved fairly quickly. What people want to know, who's ready to do the job. And I see over and over again a growing interest in that. People are shopping more carefully here about who the nominee will be, and they want to know where you stand on these issues, what experience you bring to it. That's going to become more and more and more important. Remember, only 4 years ago, John Kerry was at 4% in the polls in mid-December and ended up winning the nomination. Gary Hart got 14% of the vote in Iowa some 20 years ago and ended up winning the New Hampshire primary. I'm stunned, frankly, that people who observe this process here have almost no memory about what's happened historically with people who have not necessarily done well in the polls, but end up doing better as people pay more attention to the race.